Okay, well, one thing I always wonder when um, I look at artist work, especially artists who obviously put a lot of like devotion and time into their paintings, is why they paint.
Goodness, that's a good question. Painting, honestly, or actually drawing something is something I've always done. I actually started drawing even before kindergarten, and it's just a way. Um,
Oh, that's okay.
um, it's a place for me really to think and ask questions and to explore ideas. Is really why I do it. When I was younger, I remember being really fascinated with the fact that you could essentially take like dirt, pencils and stuff, and make an image out of it. Or paint is essentially dirt and oil mixed together, and you can actually create something out of it. I always thought that was kind of magical in a way, and I was kind of fascinated with that. Um,
I know that kind of memory has a role in your painting, so it makes sense almost that your early inspiration for making artwork came from this really childlike childhood place. Because that's true, right? Memory does affect, like, that's why you have these like kind of compositions, right?
well, actually, what's really funny when we talk about when I first started drawing, I remember I really wanted a horse. This is gonna, it's kind of silly, but I really wanted a horse, and I thought the more drawings I did of the horse, my dad would somehow get the hint that I wanted to have a horse. So I constantly drew animals, and I just got fascinated with the process of that, um, and I just would spend hours and hours doing that. It was just, I don't know, something that was natural. I felt really compelled to do it. It wasn't, that didn't feel like a choice to me. It felt like it was just like speaking or learning a language. It was something that
Mm-hmm.
it just was a part of me.
So your early subjects were really related to desire. Does that still kind of play a role in your work?
Oh, that's a really good question. I think that there's always some kind of component to that. You know, it's interesting because sometimes I try to get away from myself and not make it sometimes so personal, but I think that you're always there. You're always part of it. Collect photographs, do personal photographs. My When I'm in this stage, my studio looks like a war zone, I think, or like a tornado went through. And I collect photographs and images that relate to the idea that I'm exploring.
Sure.
And then from there, I cut them up, I resize them, I do all sorts of things with them, um, just to think about it further from different angles, what the potential is. And then I sometimes will either do like a still life here, or sometimes I'll just go ahead and start working with the painting. To me, painting's more like having a conversation, where you start with an idea, and then the painting starts, and you have to let the painting have a say in it too, to let you
Sure.
take it where it needs to go.